Hi, we're here with Andrew Rosborough from The Sound of Music, and he's here to talk about the Rockstar Academy. It's the third time doing this event, and it kind of gives adults and kids a chance to showcase their musical talent. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. It's where we take individuals of all different skill levels, as far as whether it be from young kids. We have kids as young as 6 years old, all the way up to adults, and we place them in bands according to age, skill level, and their interest. And they rehearse for 5 weeks, and then we have a big show that they get to take part in, which it's a big professional show with full lighting, PA. We usually have like 500 to 600 people that attend the show, so it's a pretty neat event.
Big turnout.
Yeah, it always is, and you know, they get a lot out of it, and it's one of those things too that it gives kids an opportunity maybe that don't participate in any extracurricular activities at school or things like that to be involved in something, you know, that's bigger than themselves. So it's a neat thing.
And it gives them a chance to get in front of a big audience too, because I mean, not every kid who's a musician can get in front of an audience like that.
Yeah, well, and not even just kids. I mean, there's plenty of times you'll play gigs where it's you, your girlfriends, and you know, family members, and that's about the extent of it. And that's just the way it is. But it's a neat thing. It actually kind of spoils them to some degree. The reality of they don't have to carry any gear or anything like that, which is the worst part about playing out. Is hauling your own gear.
So you set it all up for them?
Yeah, so it's all done, and we have a dress rehearsal on the 8th. The final show will be March 9th. It's held at IUK Havens Auditorium. We have orientation for the one that's coming up this weekend. It starts actually February 2nd, Saturday, 2 o'clock at Sound of Music, downtown Kokomo. And they'll come in. It's for people. It's more of an information day as well as the final registration day for them to go ahead, sign up. We place them in their bands, and they get assigned to a practice time once a week with their band. Well, they'll practice for an hour over the course of the weeks, and then we'll have a final dress rehearsal, like I said, and then the big show.
Okay, so it's a 5-week process?
It is, yes.
Okay. Now, tell me how you match up your people to make your bands?
Well, it's one of those things, like a lot of them do take private lessons. So we have a lot of them that come through on a weekly basis. So I've gotten to know some of them, their instructors know them, and so we kind of do some of that. But there's also a questionnaire that we have to kind of gauge people and see where they're at. And, and then we place them according to like skill level and their overall interest in music. Okay,
so you take vocalists, you take guitarists.
Yeah, we take everything. Yeah, we've got a couple saxophone players.
Oh, neat.
A little bit of everything. So it's a good like just conglomerate of different folks that come together.
Okay. So. Have you had any really unique mashups?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say that, at least in my own eyes. I mean, it's been very beneficial, I think, to everybody. You know, not only for the stores itself, but it's also like the musical community at large. You know, we've had a lot of like community involvement, people wanting to come out and support these kids and adults as well. So.
Okay. Tell me about some of your most unique people who has participated.
There's one kid that comes around, and I don't know, I'm sure you guys have had him around.
Brant
Carmichael, yeah. Brant's an awesome kid. He's only 12 years old. When you first meet him, you wouldn't think that he was only 12. I had no idea.
He speaks like he's 40 years old.
He's
very smart.
He is. He's an intelligent kid. And he's very, very driven. And he also has a very supportive family unit that is, you know, wanting him to pursue this in every possible way. So it's a neat thing. And Brant brings a lot of excitement to it. And he's a unique character, you know. He does his own thing, and that's neat. And it's always cool. I think, you know, most of us spend the majority of our life trying to figure out what we want to do. And you know, he's got that focus right now, which is good. And whether Brant plays music the rest of his life or whatever he does, I think he'll be successful in whatever he does just because of how driven he is. So he's a lot of fun to have around, and he brings some excitement to the play.
And he does a few things. He sings and he plays instruments. Is that right?
Yeah, he mainly plays drums. He's a guitarist and then a vocalist, and he's one of those people that'll be able to do a lot of different things. But we have so many kids like that too, not just Brant. We have some real talented younger girls. Ellie Tice is one that she's a vocalist. So many of them I know, I'll forget names here. There's Caleb and Levi Bennington, who are a couple guys that are like 14 and 16, and they're brothers. So they do a lot of stuff. They have their own band that has actually come out of the Rockstar Training Academy. So we have a couple of those that have stuck together. And you can check out some of the different pictures and things from the show. We have a Facebook page and our website, soundofmusicstore.com, and then you can follow the link to our Facebook page for both the store and the Rockstar Training Academy.
Okay. Now, since it does kind of spoil the people, have you had some people come back and do the Rockstar Academy more than once?
Oh yes, yeah. We have a huge retention rate, which has been awesome. We're probably about 70%.
Okay.
So which is a really good turn on that. And I just think people have a good time. It's a unique experience that they really can't get anywhere else. I had done it previously in a larger market, in like south of Indianapolis. And probably the largest group we ever had was like 28 people. And like for this one right now, we're right at about 50 signups. So we're going to have a nice big show. This one is also, we're going to incorporate a benefit show after the March 9th gig at IUK. We're going to, on Friday, April 19th, we're going to be at Wallace School as well to do a fundraiser for the Wallace School of Integrated Arts.
Oh, that's neat.
So we're trying to, just get out in the community and incorporate more than just that show itself.
Okay. And now, has it really grown since you've done it the first time?
Oh yeah, last year at this time, we ended up with like 32. And right now, like I said, we're almost at 50. So, and we still have all this week, and then Saturday we'll have people come through.
Okay, so it's going to be a big show.
It will be, yes. We're very excited, and it's a cool thing. I mean, if you get a chance to come out and support these kids and adults, like I said, that's the hardest part, is getting the adults sometimes to get up and play. But I think we've got 5 adults this time. We do still need an adult drummer, so if there are any adult drummers
sign there, up.
We could definitely use one of those.
Okay, very neat. All right, now remind people how they can, where the orientation's at and when.
Orientation will be this coming Saturday, February 2nd at 2 p.m. at Sound of Music. If you want to get a hold of us prior to that, you can email lessons@soundofmusicstore.com. Visit our website, soundofmusicstore.com again, and then you can go ahead and give us a call at 765-457-8821.
Okay, and when's the show?
The show will be March 9th at 7 p.m. at IUK Havens Auditorium.
Okay, and that's open for the community to come out and watch the kids
Yes,
and
it's a public event
perform.
that everyone is welcome to come and attend, and it'll be a neat time. It's a good chance to see some of the local talent and regional folks we have. We do have some kids that come down from Plymouth that are involved.
Okay.
A little bit further south. So we're trying to stretch out and make it more of a regional kind of event.
Okay, very neat. Well, congratulations on it lasting so long and bringing in so many people to do this.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.